trained on this material, this quote just really took me back, because let me stop sharing my screen for 1 minute. The reason why that took me back was because when I first became familiar with Grant Cardone, I was introduced to him by a fellow real estate professional. And this was the book that was recommended, but on Audible, right? We were recommended to listen to the book on Audible, not go get the book and read it. I wasn't that is not how I took this material in. The first time take the material in however you need to take it. But the first time, this was life-changing for me. For me personally, it was life-changing because I listened to it on Audible, and it was like Grant was talking to me. Okay. This book helped me identify that I was full of excuses. This book helped me identify how full of I could just be. This book helped me learn that if I am asked to do something, and or I say I'm going to do something, and you're holding me accountable, and you're asking me the question of my deliverable, and I can't deliver, all of the reasons why I would tell you or myself that I couldn't deliver is an excuse. It's an excuse, and it's BS. Besides sickness or death or something that has to do with your children, every reason why you don't accomplish something is your fault. If I ask something of you and it's time for you to deliver, and I ask, hey, so what happened with that? And you tell me every reason why you didn't do it, every single reason besides death, sickness, or your children or your spouse is BS. It's BS. And that's what I learned to listening to this. One of the chapters in this book is feed the beast. As a matter of fact, I am going to read a little bit of that for you, okay? Because I want you to hear it. So chapter 4 in Be Obsessed or Be Average by Grant Cardone is Feed the Beast. And then chapter 5 is Starve the Doubt, okay? So get together. Feed the beast and starve the doubt. That's why I stopped at that slide, because he talks about being a beast when you're making these calls. Okay, so let me go to chapter 4, page 51 real quick, and I'm just going to read just a tiny excerpt for you, because everything in this book to me, it's just magical. But what you pay attention to is what you get. And the more attention you give something, the more you feed it, the stronger and more powerful it grows. In life and business, it is vital to pay attention to the things and people that are working for you and ignore the things and people that are not. Success feeds me. Winning feeds me. Production feeds me. Reaching my potential feeds me. I make lists of the things that make me stronger and those that don't. And I use those to feed the beast and starve anything that causes me to doubt. Many people admire my drive, my constant nonstop push, my ability to stay the course long after others would have taken time off. They ask me, what drives you? This might be the most important question for anyone to answer. For me, it's an ongoing, moment by moment effort to feed the beast and starve the doubt. Actually, we're not talking about beast singular. At any given point in your life, you'll want to feed multiple beasts at the same time. These are goals that want to be attended to, fed, honored, and exercised. Some of my beasts are being the most successful guy in my space, getting my money right, being a great husband, father, and philanthropist, and setting a great example for others. If you feed the beast, your dreams have a chance of becoming reality. Ignore them or deny them, and you will end up with weird, destructive obsessions rearing your head. At the very least, when you sit on them and suppress them, they will almost surely contort into every fear, doubt, and regret. Stay focused on what allows you and your business to grow, and invest no time, energy, or resources in those things and people that don't. You want a little more? Oh, it's so hard to stop. Okay, that's all I'm going to give you for now. Maybe we'll do a little more at the end of the training. What do you think? Okay, so I'm going to go back to sharing my screen. I really just had to stop there because when I saw that slide, that is what pushed me to do this training for you, for me, with you, for me to do this training and for us to do it together. The beast makes the cold call, while the excuse makers scream and cry. Ooh, that's a lot. Read that, say that. I'm going to say it again. The beasts makes the cold call, while the excuse makers scream and cry. That is a cold, hard truth for me. Is it a cold, hard truth for you? Do you make excuses when it's time to pick up the phone? I do. I can come up with 20 million reasons not to. But my promise to you is to continue implementing the training that I'm sharing with you now. Do you understand that I have not mastered this skill and I am training right along with you? I learn more when I'm teaching. So please know that this benefits me just as much as it benefits you. Are you going to implement anything differently when you get off this call? Now let's define a warm call. Warm calling refers to calling a prospect with whom you've had some prior connection between yourself and the prospect.